Hey guys, welcome back to Arlie at Home. I'm Arlie and we're in the kitchen today making a beautiful summer dessert. Okay guys, today we're going to be making a strawberry lemon blondie, and these are fantastic and delicious to celebrate towards the end of summer. It's a great way to use up any produce that you might have left over, like any strawberries or lemons or anything like that. It's a great way to use them up. Now I'm starting in the bowl of my stand mixer with 1 cup of very soft butter. And to that I'm going to add 3/4 of a cup of sugar. I don't know if you guys are like me, that I grocery shop with my eyes and my stomach all dying of hunger. So I always buy the strawberries in these 1 pound packages, but usually they're on sale for like 2 for $5, 2 for $4, and I'll never just get the 1 package of strawberries, like ever. I will always buy way more than I need, and then I'm scrambling to figure out what I'm going to make with them. This is a great way to use them up. So to that, we are going to add 1/4 of a cup of lemon juice. Now this is a very, very juicy lemon, so I think I'm going to get that 1/4 cup out of just the 1 lemon. You might need 2 depending. Guys, we're going to hook this up into the stand mixer. Make sure you don't have any seeds like I have right there. Trader. Alright, we're going to hook this up to the stand mixer with a paddle attachment. I'm going to show you what that looks like. Okay guys, so we have our butter, sugar, and lemon juice mixture in our stand mixer, and we are adding the paddle attachment. And here we go. We're going to cream this together until it creates a smooth, creamy texture. Look at that beautiful fluffy texture. So to that we're going to add 1 egg that we've cracked into a bowl just to make sure that there are no shells or anything like that in there, and we're going to let that incorporate completely. While this is mixing now, we're going to add 2 1/4 cups of flour, adding 1 cup at a time. Before we add the final 1/4 cup, we're going to add 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And just before you think it's done, stop it, take a spatula and scrape down the sides. You want to make sure that no clumps of butter or flour are stuck at the bottom that the paddle might just have pushed up there and it's not getting to. And let it go for another 30 seconds. By the way, merch drop. For those that don't know, I was able to fund my Arlie at Home venture with my epoxy business. I make custom to-order tumblers, charcuterie boards, and furniture. I will link my Etsy store down below for you guys. If you don't see anything you like, let me know. You can email me or you can message me. 99% of my business is custom made to order. So you know you're getting something that nobody else will have. Once I get your message, we can work together on putting together a beautiful project that you and I worked on together. Alright guys, so we're going to dice up 1 cup of strawberries. And the way I do that, because I mean sometimes you can be dicing strawberries for a while and then you don't know if you have a cup. Dice it straight into your measuring cup. I'm going to take the tops off. And you just want it to be small pieces like this. It can actually be a little bit smaller. See, little tiny squares like that. All right, that's 1 cup of diced strawberries. All right, guys, let's finish this part off and get it into the oven to bake. So we're just gonna scrape all this batter off of our paddle attachment. Want every last little bit. And then to this, we're gonna add our strawberries. And we're just gonna fold it in lightly. Like that. Set that aside. And this is our baking dish. I'm using an 8x8 baking dish. You can do a 9x9 and you can do a 9x13. I think the 9x13 might be a little bit too big, and it'll be more of a cookie than anything else because it's gonna spread out your batter a little bit too thin. You really want one of these 8x8 or 9x9 dishes. I'm just gonna spray it with a little bit of my canola oil spray. I wanna make sure I'm getting it everywhere. And we're just gonna spoon in the batter. Now you can use a spoon or an offset spatula to spread this out, or you can just do what I just did. And you just want this to evenly spread out all the way around. Perfect. Wonderful. So now we're going to put this into the oven and let it bake for 30 minutes. Alright guys, our blondies are out of the oven and cooled, and they are absolute perfection. So now, to make them even more perfect, we're going to make a strawberry lemon glaze to go over the top. So I've got 3 fairly small, like they're not that big strawberries, just like that. And all I'm going to do is cut the tops off. Set that aside. And then I'm going to slice them just to make it a little easier on myself. All we're going to do is kind of break them up with a fork. You can do this in a food processor if you have it. My food processor is so big that it doesn't necessarily love little tiny things. It won't puree as much. So nothing a fork and a little bit of elbow grease won't handle. You just want to break it up so there's little chunks of strawberry everywhere. Okay, perfect. That's what we want. Kind of like a puree kind of deal. To that, we're going to add 1 cup of powdered sugar. I like to incorporate this 1/4 of a cup at a time, just so that it's easier to blend together. make sure all of that powdered sugar is being absorbed by the liquid and vice versa. They're just becoming this beautiful pink sauce that we're going to put over the top. Okay, so just to loosen it up and to add our last ingredient and last flavor profile, at this point we're going to add just about a teaspoon and a half of lemon juice. So I just cut off the little butt end of the lemon so I'm not wasting the whole thing. And that's it, that's all we need. And look at that, it's a beautiful pink color. And it's got little tiny bits of strawberry everywhere. We didn't need to use food coloring. No additives, nothing crazy. The strawberries impart their own beautiful color and flavor. So here we go. Let's drizzle this evenly over the top. If you wanted at this point, you could use a spoon or an offset spatula to spread it around, but the spoon fork's going to do the same job. And you just want to spread it evenly over the top to make sure every last little bit of the top of these blondies is covered in this beautiful glaze. Perfect that is. It's so bright and beautiful. This is going to be delicious. Let's take a little bite of it. Just from like a little corner. No one's going to know. Oh my gosh, so good. That's amazing, guys. Your family's gonna love this. They're never gonna notice that piece is missing. It'll be our secret. But guys, make this. This is amazing. I recommend it 100%. Especially now that summer's coming to an end, the kids are just starting in school. It's a great treat after a long week. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for supporting, for giving me ideas, your comments, everything. I really appreciate it. I hope that you guys enjoy this as much as we do. And I would love to hear more from you. Share as much as you can. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to ring the bell so that you are reminded every time I post a new video. Thank you again.